One of the nice things about Statgraphics is that it creates output in a format that can be moved very easily to various Microsoft Office products. For example, let's suppose I'd fit a simple regression. Part of the regression is a table of coefficients. In order to move this table over to Word or Excel or PowerPoint, I could highlight the table, press the right mouse button, and select Copy to move it to the Windows clipboard. If I then go to Microsoft Word, all I need to do is press the right mouse button in Word and say Paste, and the table is pasted as a real table. Now, by as a real table, I mean that I can then, for example, change the width of the columns. I could also grab the first two rows, for example, press the right mouse button and go to Table Properties, at which point I might decide that I'd like to change the color of the first two rows. Very handy. You can really make your tables look nice when they're in Word because they're real tables. Or suppose I wanted to paste this table into Excel. If I go to an empty worksheet in Excel, go to any particular cell, press the right mouse button, and choose Paste, the values from the table are pasted into cells of the Excel spreadsheet. Now again, they're pasted in nicely so I can do things like change the width of the columns. More importantly though, the numeric values are pasted into cells of Excel as numbers. That means I can pick them up and use them in other calculations. Moving graphs is just as easy. Take a look at this plot of a fitted model in the simple regression procedure. If I right-click on that graph and select Copy, the graph will be put on the Windows clipboard. Then if I go to a program like Excel, I can select a cell, press the right mouse button, and choose Paste, and the model will be pasted into the Excel spreadsheet. And then I can grab it, resize it, and so forth as I like. Or perhaps I want to create a presentation. Having copied the graph to the Windows clipboard, I can go to PowerPoint, find an empty slide, and then select from the Paste menu, Paste Special. Now you'll see that the graph in Statgraphics has been placed on the Windows clipboard in several different formats, both as bitmaps and also as a metafile. I'll select Windows Metafile and press OK. That will place the graph in the middle of the slide. Now the nice thing about doing it as a metafile is you can resize it, move it around as you like. You can also press the right mouse button once you go down to the graph and say Edit Picture. Now PowerPoint will say this is an imported picture, not a group, but it will convert it to a Microsoft Office drawing object. Now what's the advantage of that? Well, the advantage of that is you can select different aspects, different points on the graph. For example, I just selected this little label, and I could, if I wanted to, move that label around, or go ahead and, for example, change its color. Now you could do that in Statgraphics before you pasted it into PowerPoint, but if you forgot, it's nice to know you can do it after it's been pasted.